What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. I know I've been gone for a while and I've not uploaded for a while, so this will be a really big recap. We're going to go over a lot that you guys have missed. I just also haven't been active because I have kind of stepped away from real money. I'm getting a job. I'll just be honest with you guys because I've always been honest. I haven't had a job in almost 2 years now, so money has been coming out pretty fast, and my spendings are definitely higher than a lot of other people's spendings. There's just some personal spendings here and there, and then there's just other family related spendings. Off topic, but I'm getting a job soon. I'm in the process of starting to work, hopefully this Wednesday or next Wednesday, I guess. So money should be starting to roll in. With that being said, I will have money to start quote unquote slowly investing with. If you guys know anything about option trading, you guys know that some contracts are pretty cheap to buy. But if you want to make money, you have to spend money, right? And that's just how it is with option trading. That's how it is with really anything, right? If you want to learn a skill, you might have to pay some money to learn here and there. If you want to get better, you might have to buy some tools to get you and help you. Doesn't matter. Okay, you can do it naturally. You can do it with $1, but the more money you invest, the more money you could potentially, profit. Okay, that's how it is with options trading. So if I put in $100, I can make $1,000. But if I only have $10, I can only make $100. Right? So it's very limited to what you have and what you invest. So obviously, and it also comes with risk reward, right? So if I have $1,000 account and I only make this a month, blah blah blah, I'm not going to spend it all on one trade or one account, right? Because I have to be smart with my money. That's just being financially mature. Okay. Now, with that also being said, I have been doing a paper trading account. Now, this account I will show you right now because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I will show you. Okay, here it is. Paper account P&L, right? Currently, the past 5 days, I'm up 60%, which is not bad. We'll go to the 1 year. 1 year, you can see this. I've started this back 2024. So that was, September? That was around September. Okay. September started around with $2,000 and then went up, right? Option trade. Now we did go down. This was the period I kind of fucked myself over a little bit. And then we got down to $1,000, we got down to $700 on the account, made some back. And then this is where I had, you can see a very boom back. So I didn't add any money. I just made a trade on a company that I'm actually retrading, which is CSCO, which we'll talk about in a second. You can already see here the call options, and I'll show you guys all this if you guys stick around, if you guys are interested. But yeah, I made one good trade here on in October, basically before my birthday, and I took my account from $1,000 to almost $4,000, right? So I almost made $3,000 on this trade. Huge lifesaver, right? This is what really brought me back into the game. This is what brought me back into profit, and this is really what brought me back to not restarting an account or doing this or doing that, right? Now, one hard thing and one thing you'll understand right here, right now, is this has been taking me a couple of months, right? So I'm not making 10K a month from this, right? I'm only making a month, maybe a few $100s, okay? As a starting trader for options trading, I consider myself, that's not bad, right? I could be making a whole lot more, but I have to stick to my strategy. I don't have the right. Webull is not the best for screeners. Webull doesn't have the sectors, the industries, the ADR, the next earnings. It doesn't have all those tools, and that platform that I really need, which is 2000 or TC2000, costs a lot of money per month, and I just don't have the money to pay for a trading platform to lose some money. That's just. Once I start making steady money, once I have steady money, then maybe I could buy that. I have tried a free version, but it's too expensive for me. Okay. So yeah, So we're going to stick to Webull. It might be a little slow getting started, but you can see we're not losing money. Okay. And if we are making it back. And you can see today, right now, I'm up $278. That's because of a current trade. I'm currently in Meta right now, up $600. So not bad. I'll talk to you guys about that in a second. But as you can see, after that CSCO trade, we didn't go down, right? So I made that money, but I didn't lose that money right back, right? So I stay consistent with my risk in my take profit. So yes, and then here I flatline. Okay, so from here, basically 5 days after my birthday to almost 2 months later. So for 2 months, I didn't trade at all. Okay, maybe for 2 months I think I had a few stock positions, but not options. Okay, for 2 months I didn't do anything. So imagine this, like just this over here, just blacked here. Okay, so for 2 months I didn't do anything, which is dumb. I didn't touch this account. I'm pretty sure I traded real money. And this is where I was like, okay, I need to go back to paper trading. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I need more time. I need the market to fix itself. There's no opportunities. Let me go back to paper trading. Okay, because the biggest thing I was losing money on was not taking profit. And because I only had one contract because it was so cheap and I didn't have money to buy 100 fucking contracts and sell half. So I had one contract and I didn't know when to sell, and I wouldn't sell it because I got greedy, and basically I wouldn't sell it because it didn't trade under the EMA, and that was part of the strategy. And then I would just lose the money because it would go back down. And I was like, what the fuck? It's stupid. So the breakout worked. I just wasn't taking profit. So I was like, let me go back to paper trading, understand how this works, see the patterns that are happening, and just let it ride, right? See what other companies with different volumes act the different ways, right? You just practice. So for 2 months, I didn't do that. Then I went back to it. Obviously, I made a few more dollars, then lost a little bit. Little decline, and then now we're slowly making it back, surely but surely. Now, there's one thing I do want to talk about. I've seen my mentor, the guy I follow on Twitter, Morgan. He showed his account one day, and he showed his P&L right through the month. Now, his P&L went up, and then it went down halfway, and then went up 100%, then down halfway, right? So it was like a staircase. So he would win big, and then he would lose half, and then win big again, right? And this is a huge thing. In option trading, you're going to lose, okay? That's not an option. You're going to lose. You're going to lose money, but you're going to lose the money you put in and the money you risk and the money that's going to be lost at your stop loss. Not more than that. That's it, okay? And that's where the risk management comes in. That's where the huge part of risk management comes in, right? If you don't have that, you're going to lose more money than you would have hoped so. You're going to lose more money than you've invested, okay? That's that, plain and simple, period. Okay, enough said. So the reason I'm talking about it is because, yes, I do make money and then I do lose some, but then the winners are bigger than the losers, right? You have to remember that. On Meta, currently, and this is what I'm going to shift over, on Meta, I have one call option that's making me almost $600, okay? This $600 position just took me out of quote-unquote debt in my account, if you will. Like, I was losing money, and now I'm back to being almost in profit. I'm pretty sure I'm all-time highs right now. What was this at? 5,400. Okay, so almost $100 away. Okay, so if this hits 1,000, I would be at all-time highs in profit. But that means that this one trade took me back to all-time highs for my profits, and it basically took me out of debt, right? So that one winner, if you look at the 5 day, let's just look at the 1 month, right? Like this, right? The 1 month is good. Let me try to find, okay, 1 month. So flat line, winners, loser, 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 winner, wins, gets me back to where I was here. Loser, loser, flat line, winner, big winner. Boom. That's how it is. You see? I kept doing it. So winner, loser, went down. Then winner, boom, a little more. Big loser, flat line, loser. Big win, back to this profit win. Then lose. But look how much I lost, right? I didn't lose back here. I didn't go back to this account. No, I went almost 50% of my profit here. Flatline, and then boom, right back there. So now if I lose 50%, I'm only back at like 5K. So I'm slowly, surely going up, but I'm not losing money. I'm only losing more profit, if that makes sense, right? That's all I'm doing. 3 months, we're okay. So $300. So we're close. We're we're close to being there. Okay, that's all I want to show you. Now, let's talk about the actual breakout on Meta. So I don't know if you guys heard, obviously you guys definitely have heard of the TikTok ban that was getting banned. There was some speculations, I don't know if I fully believe this, that congressmen and politicians were buying Meta stock weeks before the TikTok ban happened. And some people bought it even after the TikTok ban because TikTok got unbanned because of Trump. I'm not going to talk about that. I hate talking about politics. But people were saying Meta bought TikTok, which is a huge deal. Because if they do that, they're going to be making a lot of money. Meta's going to go up. And Meta also just released that it's doing a whole AI stuff, and Trump's getting into the AI, and they're investing $65 billion in AI amid threats, ad rollout, or some shit like that. So Meta's doing very hot. It's a very hot stock right now. Now, I wanted to invest in Meta with real money. Obviously, I didn't. I was like, let me take a call option, because without these lines, you'll see it is setting up. It's a very weird setup, but it is setting up, right? Just like this. If you look here, it went up. It went up here, whoop, and then it went down sideways-ish. Right? You can kind of see the trend line here. You can kind of see what I'm talking about, right? Down. It hit the EMAs. Yes, it kind of followed out, and then it went spiked back up, right? And then here it spiked back up, went a little higher, then it crashed back down, but it's holding this it's holding the 50 like perfectly. So one tap on the 50, second tap on the 50, third time on the 50, boom, strong, trades above the 20, trades above the 9, boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm pretty sure on the weekly was the one I really looked at. Look how nicely the weekly setup was. It spiked on the weekly, then it went right back to the 9 or the 10, my bad. Held the 10, held the 10, held the 10, boom. Really thin week. The volume did kind of grow here, but on the daily, you can see it's been growing, but it hasn't peaked yet. Now, you can see that today I would call it the breakout day, if you will, because this is the time we had the most volume. See how the volume is almost peaked here, where this volume candle was here. That's really good, because the actual breakout day was this day right here, where the volume wasn't active. Then the next day, which was really the breakout, where we actually dropped volume. There was no volume on this day, right? But somehow we really followed through here. And I'm pretty sure I remember this day, because this is where, yeah, we went all the way down, and then we bought everything back up. So there was no volume. But enough said. You can see that it's like hitting the 50, bang, 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 bang. It just wants to go up. There's some clear signs. Boom, this high. If it breaks this, but then there's an inner high here, and these little highs. This is really what I was watching, this little area here, because this is where it got really thin, right? So thin candle here, big fake out, but this isn't quite a breakout because it hasn't fully hit this high. This is what I really wanted to see. And Meta is very volatile, so I know it can hit this high very easily. And then you get a really, really thin day. So inner day, and then all you want to see really is this inner high, or not this inner high get broken out. And if you can see, let's go back to the 5-minute where it actually like full. Oh shit, maybe I should change the color. Hold up, let me change this to like yellow or some shit. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay, so this is the high of that day, and this is the breakout day-ish. So obviously it trades pre-market here. It breaks it, uses that as support, has a crazy day. This is the day I bought in. I bought in on the 1-minute high, so I actually bought in around this candle here, the second one, when it broke the 5-minute highs here. Obviously it's above the golden line, which is the other day's high. It's using that actually as support, which I saw. I was like, you know what? This is perfect. I literally, boys, when I tell you, I literally was about to hit stop loss. I was about to close out of the position because this was going down. And I'm like, no, you know better. If it hits your stop loss, you're out. If it doesn't, you're still in the position. I'm like, you know what? That's fair enough. I'll stick to the rules. I stuck. Look back in 30 minutes. It's up at all-time highs. Sorry, not all-time highs, just the daily highs, right? Beautiful. So this was the breakout day. Obviously, not great volume. And you can see at the end of the day, it does come back basically right back to where we started. And then it doesn't really, it does pick up pre-market. And then the second day, we have a huge sell-off. It almost hits stop loss again. I was just fucking, what the fuck? And then this is really where I want to call it the real breakout happens, because this is where it just popped off right after that. But this is the quote-unquote breakout day where it started the trend, right? And that's where I got in. And yeah, I'll admit, I was scared, because when you see a day like this where it went up and it sold everything, yeah, I was pretty scared. And then it just gapped up and it was pretty good. And then obviously today was just a beautiful day. Really got scared. I will show you on the hourly. This is what happened pre-market. Yeah, I got fucking scared. Like this is when I entered down here. Over here, it went down back to my entry pre-market. Imagine that open there. I would have been completely fucked on my, completely fucked. And no, luckily it bought everything back up, and we had our highest volume day in the past 3 days. So that was a really good trade. It went up to 652. I currently have 675 calls for the 31st, so it ends in a week. Reason for that is just my indicator on TradingView that gave me this, so hopefully that works. But 675 is right here, so far from being in the money, but I do want to get pretty close. It is a pretty far strike price, but I think we can definitely reach with all this good news. I think it was a little far, but you know what? It is what it is. So that's Meta. The next thing on our list, which I do have a little list for, is CrowdStrike. Okay, so CrowdStrike, I didn't fully, actually, no, I don't want to talk about this because this is not a breakout. This is not going well. Okay, so we'll skip CrowdStrike. It is setting up though. I did have this setting up. It's a pretty good setup, just sideways. Good breakout day, but had the volume, just didn't follow through. So, and we did have 4 or 3 calls, but I did not go with that at all. There was no clear breakout on the breakout day. We're gonna go over to CSCO. Now, if you remember, and you probably saw on the paper account here, let me go back to the 1 year. You can see CSCO was my biggest trade here, $3,200. This is the trade I make here to gain back my account. So CSCO, and I traded this again, right? This was I'm pretty sure this was the trade here that made me 3K. And as you can see, just beautiful setup. This was the trade back there. So, went sideways, broke out. I bought it on this day, and I held it for this, and the gap. This big day is really what made me money. I had like 50. I'm pretty sure I had 50. It was like 53 or 54 calls, and it went up to like 56. So, really made money on that. And then another breakout, and then it just kept, setting up. Now, when I saw this, and you can see I have a lot of lines here setting up, I was like, this is so perfect. This is so perfect. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I sold these fucking calls early. I sold them early. I didn't follow my strategy. I didn't follow anything. I sold early because I thought it was going to go down. Am I stupid? Yeah. Are we on a paper account? Yes. Does it matter? Yeah, because it's a stupid lesson and I have to learn. Look at these thin days. First of all, huge move up. Okay, huge spike up. Then yes, it does go down, but it goes down to the 50. Guess what it does? It bounces right back up. It goes right back up from the 50. Guess what it does? It trades then all above the 10 and the 20. Guess what it does? Thin day, thin day, thin day, thin day, thin day, thin day, thick day, thin day, thin day, and thin day. What the fuck, bro? This is the most perfect thing. No volume. The volume's basically dying out. There's no volume. The days are getting thinner and thinner and thinner. The lines are literally setting up. It is perfect. There's a big setting up, then there's an inner setting up, and then there's a small setting up here. This is the perfect fucking trade I've ever seen. The EMAs are with it. There's thin days. There's low volume. All you're waiting is for a breakout, okay? And what the fuck do we get? Boom. Just one day, it just fucking goes, right? Now, I don't remember which day I bought this. I can try to go back. orders. Let's see. I don't think it will tell us when I bought it. Create new order, display mode. No, I don't think I. Let's see. I don't think. Trading records. No. I can't remember exactly where I bought CSCO. Probably this. No. I wonder if it was here, like when it broke here, but I really don't know. The 14th. I bought it the same day. Ah, fuck. Because I also bought WIX on the same day. Can't fucking remember. Hold on. WIX, I bought this. I bought this the 14th on the WIX. So that means on CSCO, I bought it on the same day. So CSCO, it was, yeah, this day. Okay, I remember. So this day here. Obviously, I entered CSCO a little bit early. This wasn't a full breakout. I was hoping for a breakout. But I just entered because it had good volume. I can't go back to the 5-minute, but it did break these trend lines after. I did enter early. This was a risky play, right? I knew this. Yeah, I remember this. CSCO was risky. So I entered before it broke out. I like to do this because I just like to be greedy and get a little more money. But the reason I'm so excited about CSCO is because I had a $62. I'll go back to the trading thing. You can see CSCO, $62, 31 January call at three contracts. Each contract was $11. Okay, let's go back to these calls right now. 62 calls. They're now trading at $67. I could have made big money on these. Big money. Okay, I didn't. I sold early. I sold on the third day actually. Sold on the third day, even though the strategy says you hold for 5 days, 4 to 5 days, then you take half profits, then you go to break even, and if it closes under the 9 or the 10, you take all profits. It didn't do any of that. I could have taken profits all the way up here and made money. Overall, beautiful trade. I don't think there was any, there was good news on this company, but it wasn't like super hot news as far as I know. Good breakout day, and then it just gapped up, and that's where it just went. It just started going, right? Strike price hit perfectly, and that was good. So that obviously was all my setting up. Obviously took that trade. WIX, almost the same story. WIX, I did take this trade, and then I sold. The reason I sold is because I just didn't trust WIX. WIX, the volume was weird. It was trading weird. Just look how it's trading, right? Like this compared to CSCO. CSCO is a little bit better, right? It's got a little more volume. WIX it gaps like these, right? I'd hate to see this. Small candles like this, it just means there's no volume. No one's trading this, right? Even though it's got a 400K volume, CSCO has a 17 million volume, right? So WIX was a little weird to trade. Hence why I was like, you know what? I don't like this trade. I'm getting out. Now, WIX did a huge setting up here, broke out. And then on this one, almost did the same thing again, but for a shorter amount, held the 9, held the 20, and then it just kind of broke out on this day, bought it, made a couple $100. I had 240 calls, which obviously at 246 definitely hit. I just also sold early on that one. Now, you could have seen that if obviously I didn't take profit after, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would have taken profit on the 4th day, which is fine, which I would have made money. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure I did. But if I had a full position and I didn't take profit, I would have been fucked here because first of all, it didn't close under the 9, but my position here would be fucked because, my option isn't there anymore because the option, hold on. WIX is a fucked thing because the options here, 28, 56, 83, like you don't want to do this. You don't want to trade these. The volume is horrible. The IV is horrible. Everything here is horrible. Okay. The fact that they're spread out by multiple days and not like this, for example, right? Zeros. The first time when it says 0 DT, 7 DTA, 14, that's how you know there's a lot of volume. That's how you know these options are getting traded. When there's this, that's how you know it's not getting traded. That's how you know it's not a good trade. So first of all, WIX was just a sketchy trade overall. Yes, I made money, but I probably shouldn't have. It was just a good breakout, right? So that's one thing to note when you're trading these options. There's no volume. There's nothing to offer. It's not going anywhere, right? Okay, moving on. Roblox, I personally did not take this trade. Actually, no, I did. I did. And I don't know what happened. I think I didn't get stopped. I'm pretty sure I did get stopped out, if I'm not wrong. I can't remember what happened with Roblox. I swear I got into Roblox and then, oh yeah, no, this is what happened. I'm pretty sure it broke out and then I entered and then, yeah, that's right. Yes. I got stopped out. So breakout was here, bought on the high, and then I got stopped out here, and then there was no there was a re-entry after pre-market or aftermarket, and then I just never re-entered after that. And I probably should have because Roblox just kept fucking going. And here on the daily, it doesn't look like much, but I'm pretty sure I saw this on the 4-hour. I was like, oh, this is setting up. Yeah, the 4-hour looked pretty neat. And I was like, I don't mind this candle, but I was like, just draw a line there. I was like, oh, it's holding up the 50 pretty well. It's holding these up. It's holding the 9 and 20 perfectly here. It already had a mini, I want to call it mini breakout here, but kind of mini breakout here. I was like, dude, it could go again. And if I held 1, 2, 3, 4 days, sold at 66. Let's see what calls I had for Roblox. Roblox, I had 64 calls. So yeah, I would have made money there. I would have made money. That would have been nice. And then Planet Fitness, not a really breakout, but it is, yeah, Planet Fitness, same as WIX. Look at these options. I would not trade this, right? And how much do you want to bet? Even the volume is at 1.6. How much do you want to bet WIX is horrible volume in intraday? Yep, look at that. Horrible volume. Yep, told ya. It's like I fucking told ya. Now, Pega, horrible options, but this one, I'm sorry. This was just beautiful. I didn't personally take this trade, but like, what the fuck? This was like, what the fuck, bro? Trade was, I didn't take a trade, but this was fucking insane, bro. Like, went up after earnings, had their dividend here, went up after earnings, beat earnings, start setting up, going down and down, like literally the perfect setup. It's got okay volume, not the greatest. And it gets up, and it breaks, and then it just goes, and then the volume picks up. Now, I will tell you this, though. While it's going down, the volume is doing something I really don't like. It's all over the place. We've got high selling volume, then we got high buying volume, where this is after the breakout. But, like, this volume is not dying. It is up, then it's dead, then it's back up, but then it's dead again, and then it just goes back up. Like, it's all over the place while it's selling here. So, not the greatest volume set out. Maybe it's because of the dividends. I don't know. But just straight up, it just shot up, right? And you could probably short this, honestly, but it just shot up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 days you'd sell here. I didn't personally get in on this. This was just one part. This is just a stock that I saw setting up. Usually, if you're still watching the video, what I like to do just to train my brain into realizing what are good stocks and not good stocks. And now that I'm realizing, this is not a good trading of stocks, okay? This would not be good for options. The first thing is the option volume is horrible. You're not going to trade with this shit, right? You want something like this. You want something with 0 DT. You want something with 7 days. You want with more options, right? Yeah, do I want to go 2 weeks or do I want to go more aggressive in 7 days, right? You don't have the option with this. You have 28 days or 56 days. Who the fuck is waiting 56 days? No one, bro. Like, you're not going to make money on this shit. And these option contracts are expensive as fuck and then light as fuck. Like, makes no sense. Okay? Yes. All I I look for this pattern, right? It's going up, going sideways, and then it's breaking out. So if that works, that means the pattern works. That means I can recognize this pattern somewhere else on another stock. And if they have good trading or good trading options or good volume options, then I can take a step forward and add it to my watch list, and then from there I can do more research on the actual stock. But if I'm not seeing this pattern that works out with every other stock, I'm not going to pay attention to it, right? So Pega and WIX and Planet Fitness were kind of the 3 stocks that I was like, oh, this is going sideways, like straight sideways. Let's see if this breaks out. And if it does break out, how much volume does it get? How high does it go? Does it hit the strike price right away? How long does it take to hit the strike price? So I'm just trading these stocks without trading them, if that makes sense. I'm adding them to my watch list. I'm watching them, but I'm not trading them because they don't have volume. They don't fit the criteria, but they do fit the setting up watch list, right? It's something to watch, not to trade, just to watch, right? And that's that. And then currently in setting up, I have Meta, I have WW, which is, as you can see, volume is bad. And then this is also one that I wouldn't trade, right? Because look at this. First of all, options suck, okay? Horrible. But here's what I really was interested in, right? It made a really big move up after earnings, and then now it's going sideways. And then on the weekly too, it's really setting up on the weekly. This is what really caught my interest. Really setting up on the weekly. It's getting so thin on the weekly. It is ready to go. Like, it is ready to go. So maybe potentially I'd be willing to do 25 calls on this because it's right above the high. Honestly, I could definitely see that happening. Definitely could make some money here. But again, not something I would be looking forward to above Meta, for example, right? Meta is a little more volume initiated, right? WW Wolverine World is in fucking textile and apparel. Like, that shit is not a leading industry. It's not going to blow up. And then you have CrowdStrike, which just looked like it was setting up from afar. Don't know if it really broke out. I mean, it did a small breakout, but every time it breaks out, it just goes right back to the fucking EMA. So I wouldn't be surprised if this got back down. So these are some trade ideas, some stuff that I'm watching. Obviously, I will add stuff on Sunday, and then when Monday starts trading, obviously I'm going to look at Meta, but I'm also going to look at some stocks that are more active. And then from there, we just keep doing, right? We keep doing it. I'm going to lay off on the videos, though. I don't really see a full potential with these videos with, daily advice, stuff like that. So obviously, if you've watched this whole video, congratulations. You're going to be successful. You've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. And I'm hoping that I can make these videos a little more educational because I'm just going on a rant. It's 11 p.m. here, so I'm kind of tired. I'm ready to go to bed. It's a Friday night. Like, I'm going to bed. I got nothing to do. So I don't really want to spend a whole hour fucking yapping and no one watches these videos except like 4 people. So just enjoy your video, enjoy your weekend, and have a good rest of your night. Good dreams. Okay? Bye.